Every day at my second job, I was thinking about one thing. As soon as I will have time to watch the episode, I will see a cute BURNET and a topless Faba. I can't wait.
Pokemon Ranger, I choose you!
What's up, my dear boys and girls? It's your Ranger Boy here, and screw the intro! I can't wait any longer. Grab some popcorn, grab some cookies, and let's do this. But before we'll start with the recap, today's question was, who is the fake royal mask? And you know, I wouldn't have minded if BURNET was the right answer. I mean, just imagine a topless BURNET or a topless James. Sorry guys, I got distracted again. After a tremendous victory against his arch rival, Mad Booba, Royal Mask decides to make a meet and greet throughout all of Alola, starting with Melee Island. And you can just imagine what happened next. I'm home.
We have to go to the meet and greet! There's no way we can't go!
Panic is increasing inside of Kukui's head, so he, together with his best friend Moraine, are planning a scheme to fool BURNET. I mean, for a well-known professor to not recognize her husband to be her idol is kinda embarrassing, especially that one moment. Like, really BURNET? You basically put a royal mask on Royal Mask. But I understand, if you're in fanboy/fangirl mode, you're basically blind. So what is the master plan Kukui and Moraine are scheming? They want Moraine to disguise as Royal Mask, while Kukui is there with his wife. I take it back, BURNET. At least you have an excuse to be stupid. Like, come on man. Kukui, Moraine, Kukui, Moraine, masterpiece. But we're not done with Moraine. After arriving at the meet and greet, Kukui's geeky friend appears and tells BURNET that Kukui is arriving late. But hey, good job masking that suspicious coincidence by saying that Kukui is a great husband, immediately causing our sweet professor to blush like Serena. Oh, I miss our girl. But seriously, I never knew that BURNET is so bae. By the way, this time you could totally feel that this episode is a filler because they didn't have enough budget this time to spend on some eyes for Ash and Pikachu. BURNET has eyes, but Ash and Pikachu don't. And what the hell is going on with Rotom? But maybe Royal Mask can hide that little animation faux pas with some reused animation action on plushies. By the way, oh god, look at the crowd. Some of them super detailed and then ugh. But besides the violence on plushies, the fans are still hyped, especially James, who turns out to be one of those hardcore fans, like my man Faba. Fuck you, Faba. And as soon as they share the same enthusiasm and love for their hero, they suddenly are best friends. Sadly, our cute professor can't share her love for Royal Mask with Kukui, which is why she panics like crazy. But maybe Kukui's master plan by disguising Moraine as the champ will stop. Of course it didn't. But not because it was an obvious fail. I mean, we did see Moraine topless, which is, I mean, you try, man. But the plan was interrupted by the two hardcore fans, James and Faba, who think that Moraine is a thief, while at the same time seemingly trying to keep the sacred mask for themselves. Until they hear ruckus caused by Kukui's arch rival Mad Booba demanding a rematch and vandalizing the whole place by throwing plushies at the audience. My god, Lysander's deletion of mankind is nothing compared to this madness. Anyway, Faba soon realizes that Kukui, aka Royal Mask, can't appear to save the day, so he has to save the day. Enter fake Royal Mask. And Jesus Christ, this segment is so funny. Faba's body language, everyone's reaction of just their minds being blown. But the funniest reaction hands down has to be Incineroar. He comes out of the Pokeball totally hyped until he sees Kukui on the other side of the ring. Then he turns around to see the #1 Kukui fanboy screaming, "You Starkest Lariat!" over and over again, and he actually does it. He actually does it. And after crashing and burning down, while Kukui is coming to aid his partner, Incineroar just has his face, as if he wants to say,
"We've been partners for so long. Why you leave me hanging, dude? Why do I have to go through all this BS?"
God damn it. I nearly lost my voice because of all the laughing, so let's sum up the rest of the episode. Even after all that cringe, BURNET still believes in Royal Mask, causing the audience to shout his name. Meanwhile, Moraine was able to cause a power failure so that Kukui can change into Royal Mask. Typical Z-move one-shot, and everybody's happy, especially BURNET, who experienced a faithful and lovely encounter with her hero. And the episode ends with not only BURNET, but also Faba fanboying over their events with Royal Mask. So that's the episode, and I really can't wait to dive into the ratings. What can I say about the story? Let's be clear here. From a pure story aspect, this episode was not good. Kukui's overall plan to use Moraine as a fake Royal Mask would obviously backfire. The fact that BURNET still can't tell the difference between Kukui and Royal Mask is ridiculous. Kukui's rival taking the audience hostage by throwing plushies? throwing plushies is even beyond Sun and Moon stupid, and the typical Z move one-shot ending didn't help either, so it shouldn't be even near the score I'm about to give this episode. But this episode is one of the funniest and loveliest one of Sun and Moon. This episode will be engraved as one of my fondest Sun and Moon memories. I loved BURNET's fangirl reactions, which reminded me so much of Serena. I loved every interaction of James and Faba. I obviously loved the whole fake Royal Mask scene. And last but not least, I loved the scene between Royal Mask and BURNET. After a hard day at my second job, I really needed something to cheer me up, and this really did it. Again, normally a story like this would be more than below average, maybe a 3 or 4 out of 10. But just like Professor BURNET when it comes to Kukui's secret, fanboying goes over logic this time. 8 out of 10. What can I say about the focus? Kukui's desperate situation, another Royal Mask, is the title, and from that alone you could tell that this would go down the comedy route. But I will cut off some points because since the second part of the focus is all about fake Royal Mask, it kinda implies that the focus was not only about Faba, who was hilarious, but also on the whole fake Royal Mask plan. And I told you before how stupid that concept is, especially with Moraine being involved as the pretender. And for me, Moraine really is one of the weaker characters, not only in this episode, but also in the anime overall. And his scenes just weren't as memorable as BURNET or Faba. 7 out of 10. Last but not least, animation. There's one huge negative thing I can't overlook, no matter how funny this episode is, and that's the animation. But long, it's a filler, so you should expect some animation flaws. In my opinion, not necessarily, because Sun and Moon is actually well known to have very consistent quality in animation, even in fillers. Sometimes the animation in fillers are better than in the main story, but this is the first time where a filler really showed its ugly side. Both the animation and art style were either really poor and obviously low budget, or recycled. And even though I love how they animated the scene between Kukui and BURNET, I really can't give it a pass this time because the flaws this time were just so strikingly obvious. I might sound really harsh, but it's a 3 out of 10. So this episode scores a 6.33 out of 10, and even though both story and animation weren't the greatest, the comedy and the faces this time stole the show, and I can't believe that I'm actually saying that. Watch this episode. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this little review. Really sorry for being this late, but anyway, like always, I really hope to see you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!